With the 16th largest military budget in the world and a fighting force of over 610,000 active personnel, just how powerful is the Iranian military in 2025? Having a long and proud military history dating back to the ancient Persian Empire, Iran has proven itself time and again to be a dominant regional force. But with the ever-shifting Middle Eastern geopolitical landscape and the rise of new asymmetric threats, how does this nation continue to modernize and adapt its military might despite decades of international sanctions? Join us as we delve into the remarkable resilience and innovation of the Iranian armed forces. Over the past few decades, Iran has been steadily developing its military through indigenous programs, investing in asymmetric warfare capabilities and missile technology to overcome the limitations of sanctions. This transformation has been driven by a need to maintain regional influence and deter potential adversaries while developing self-sufficiency in defense production, not only in traditional domains, but also in the cyber and space realms. Iran's commitment to military self-reliance reached a turning point in the early 2000s when it embarked on a comprehensive domestic defense industry program aimed at reducing dependence on foreign suppliers. The goal was clear: to create a versatile force capable of both conventional defense and asymmetric operations in a variety of scenarios. This included developing indigenous weapon systems, establishing underground facilities, investing in missile technology, and creating a network of proxy forces across the region. The results have been noteworthy. Iran has developed an extensive ballistic missile arsenal with systems like the Sejil medium-range ballistic missile with a range of 2,000 kilometers and the Khorramshahr with a range up to 2,000 kilometers. Most recently, it has entered the elite club of nations with hypersonic weapons, unveiling both the Fattah 1 hypersonic glide vehicle and the Fattah 2 hypersonic cruise missile, demonstrating parallel development paths in this cutting-edge technology. The country has also significantly bolstered its drone capabilities with systems like the Shahed 136 loitering munition, which has gained international attention, the sophisticated Mohajer 6 armed reconnaissance drone, and the new Mohajer 10, a long-endurance platform with a reported 2,000-kilometer range and 24-hour flight capability, putting it in the same class as advanced Western drones. Major modernization programs, such as the development of the Khorramshahr main battle tank and the production of the Zulfikar 3 tank, demonstrate Iran's push for self-sufficiency. But Iran's military prowess isn't just about hardware. The country has also focused on developing its asymmetric warfare doctrine with the establishment of specialized units within both the regular military Artesh and the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps IRGC. These modernization efforts have been supported by Iran's growing domestic defense industry, with key organizations like the Defense Industries Organization (DIO), Iran Aviation Industries Organization (IIO), and the Aerospace Industries Organization (AIO) enabling technological advancement. Despite international restrictions, in 2025, Iran's military is widely regarded as one of the most adaptable in the Middle East, with a battle-tested force experienced from conflicts in Syria, Iraq, and Yemen, capable of operating effectively in both conventional and unconventional warfare environments. Fast forward to 2025, and the Iranian military stands as a formidable regional power with over 610,000 active duty personnel, approximately 350,000 reservists, and a defense budget estimated at around $25 billion when including spending by the IRGC and other security organizations. Iran maintains the largest standing military in the Middle East, surpassing Turkey's 425,000 and Saudi Arabia's 227,000 active troops, while facing technological limitations in some areas due to sanctions. Its emphasis on asymmetric capabilities and indigenous production make it a significant force. The Iranian ground forces are divided between two main organizations: the Artesh Regular Army, with approximately 350,000 personnel, and the IRGC Ground Forces, with around 150,000. The Artesh is structured into conventional brigades, including armored mechanized airborne and special forces units. Key equipment includes an estimated 1,650 main battle tanks, though many are older models like the T-72S, and domestically upgraded T-55s, alongside the indigenous Zulfikar series and the newer Khorramshahr tank. The IRGC ground forces, meanwhile, focus more on asymmetric warfare, operating in smaller, more flexible units designed for unconventional operations and equipped with extensive missile and rocket artillery systems. Within the IRGC, the elite Quds Force, numbering an estimated 5,000 to 20,000 personnel, serves as Iran's primary tool for unconventional warfare and external operations, training proxy forces. and conducting clandestine operations across the region, making it one of the most effective special operations forces in the Middle East. The Iranian Navy has undergone significant transformation, now operating as two distinct forces. With complementary capabilities, the regular Iranian Navy Iran fields a fleet of over 300 vessels, including 3 Russian-built Kiloclass submarines, domestically produced Ghadar-class midget submarines numbering around 21 units, and the recently commissioned Fattah submarine. This conventional navy focuses on blue water operations with frigates like the British-built Alvin-class and the domestically produced Moj-class vessels, the latest of which, the Dalaman destroyer, was commissioned in late 2023 for the Caspian Sea Fleet. The IRGC Navy, with its fleet of over 1,500 small fast attack craft speedboats armed with anti-ship missiles and mobile coastal defense systems, specializes in asymmetric naval warfare in the Persian Gulf. This force has been significantly enhanced with the introduction of new catamaran hull corvettes like the Shahed Soleimani, which for the first time incorporate vertical launch systems for both anti-air and anti-ship missiles, dramatically increasing the IRGC Navy's firepower and making it a more formidable threat to larger vessels. Regular military exercises, like the Zulfiqar series, demonstrate these forces' ability to coordinate complex operations, including practicing closure of the Strait of Hormuz. In the skies, the Iranian Air Force operates a mixed fleet of around 300 to 350 combat aircraft. Though serviceability remains a challenge due to sanctions, the backbone consists of aging American F-14 Tomcats estimated at 40 to 45 operational units, F-4 Phantom IAs numbering around 60, and F-5 Tigers. More modern additions include Russian-supplied MiG-29s and Su-24 strike aircraft, along with domestically produced fighters like the HESA Sejil and the recently unveiled Khorramshahr. Though production numbers remain limited, however, 2025 marks the beginning of the most significant modernization of the Iranian Air Force in over 4 decades. Iran has already received Russian Yak-100 and 30 advanced jet trainers crucial for preparing pilots to operate modern aircraft, and has a confirmed order for Sukhoi Su-35 flanker E-fighters, with deliveries expected to begin imminently. These 4++ generation jets will finally provide Iran with true modern air superiority capability, potentially shifting the regional air power balance. But where Iran truly excels is in its missile arsenal, which has become the cornerstone of its deterrent strategy. The country possesses the largest and most diverse missile inventory in the Middle East, with over 3,000 ballistic missiles of various ranges. Short-range systems like the Fattah-110 with a 300-kilometer range and the Zulfiqar with a 700-kilometer range provide tactical strike capabilities. Medium-range ballistic missiles, including the Shahed 3 variants with ranges up to 2,000 kilometers, the solid-fueled Sejil 2, and the newer Khorramshahr, can reach targets across the region. Specifically, these missiles can strike anywhere in Israel 1,200 kilometers away, cover the entire territory of Saudi Arabia, reach all U.S. military bases in the region, and even target parts of Eastern Europe. With their longest-range systems, Iran's cruise missile capabilities have also expanded significantly, with systems like the PAVE cruise missile with a reported range of 1,650 kilometers, the long-range Sumar, and the anti-ship Noor and Qatar missiles based on Chinese designs. The Great Prophet military exercises regularly showcase these capabilities, including launches of multiple ballistic missiles and precision strikes on mock targets. The drone program represents another area of remarkable growth. Iran operates an extensive UAV fleet ranging from small tactical drones to large combat-capable systems. The Shahed 129 serves as a medium-altitude, long-endurance platform, while the Shahed 136 kamikaze drone has gained international notoriety for its cost-effectiveness and export success. The new Mohajer 10 represents a significant leap forward, with claimed capabilities including a 2,000-kilometer operational range, 24-hour endurance, and the ability to carry a 300-kilogram payload of bombs and electronic warfare equipment, putting it in direct competition with high-end Western drones like the MQ-9 Reaper. Other notable systems include the Mohajer 6 armed reconnaissance drone, the A-Babel series for tactical operations, and the stealth-shaped Shahed 191. These platforms provide Iran with persistent surveillance capabilities and precision strike options across the region. Complementing these conventional forces is Iran's sophisticated air defense network. the country has developed indigenous systems like the Baver 373 claimed to be comparable to the Russian S-300, the medium-range Corded 15, which reportedly shot down an American RQ-4 Global Hawk in 2019, and the Talash air defense system. These are integrated with older systems like the Russian-supplied S-300 PMU-2 and domestically upgraded versions of American Hawk missiles, creating a layered defense network protecting key installations. Beyond traditional domains, Iran has invested heavily in cyber capabilities. The Iranian Cyber Army and other affiliated groups have conducted operations ranging from the 2012 attacks on Saudi Aramco to ongoing campaigns against regional adversaries. The country's electronic warfare capabilities include jamming systems, signal intelligence platforms, and the claimed ability to intercept and decode drone communications, as demonstrated in the 2011 capture of an American RQ-170 Sentinel drone. Iran's space program, while ostensibly civilian, has clear military applications. Recent successful launches have demonstrated increasing proficiency, including the deployment of the Suraya satellite into a 750-kilometer orbit using the new solid-fuel Qaem-100 space launch vehicle in early 2024. This is particularly significant because solid-fuel technology offers shorter launch preparation times compared to liquid-fuel rockets, making it more suitable for potential military applications, including intercontinental ballistic missile development. The space program operates under organizations like the Iranian Space Agency and the IRGC Aerospace Force, highlighting the dual-use nature of these technologies. Iran's defense industry, born from necessity during the Iran-Iraq War, now produces everything from anti-tank missiles to submarines. Companies under the Defense Industries Organization have mastered reverse engineering and indigenous development, creating an industrial base that supplies both Iranian forces and regional allies despite sanctions. This self-sufficiency extends to Iran's regional influence through the axis of resistance. Hezbollah in Lebanon fields over 130,000 rockets. Iraqi militias receive training and weapons. Yemen's Houthis strike Saudi Arabia with Iranian drones, and Palestinian groups benefit from Iranian expertise. These proxy forces multiply Iran's power while providing combat experience that most regional militaries lack. International sanctions have paradoxically driven innovation, forcing Iran to develop smuggling networks and clandestine procurement, while strengthening ties with Russia, China, and North Korea. Recent agreements for Su-35 fighters show Iran finding ways around Western restrictions, while its nuclear program maintains threshold capability with 60% enriched uranium, adding another deterrent dimension. Looking ahead, Iran's strategic priorities focus on deterring American and Israeli action, maintaining regional influence, and securing vital waterways. Membership in the Shanghai Cooperation Organization provides alternatives to Western systems, while partnerships with Russia and China offer political cover. However, Iran faces real challenges. The Air Force struggles with aging aircraft despite incoming Su-35's tests. Economic pressure limits budgets, forcing choices between maintaining current systems and developing new capabilities. The dual command structure between Artesh and IRGC sometimes creates inefficiencies, while large-scale conventional operations remain untested.